Welcome back to our channel. In this episode we will cook the most amazing duck following a very old technique. It is the most juicy and tender duck you will ever make. The meat just melts like butter. And after that we'll show you a hidden paradise which is one of the wildest and most spectacular areas in Transylvania. So stay tuned! We'll make a delicious classic duck confit with roasted fruits and potatoes. This recipe is very old and we make it the same way as they did centuries ago. With this technique they cooked and stored meat for months. For this recipe we used potatoes, garlic, trimmings from the duck, which is mostly skin and fat, lemon, a few plums, peaches, fresh parsley, duck legs, and an amazing blueberry homemade marmalade. For seasoning we just use salt and ground pepper. For the exact amount, check the description below. We start by seasoning the meat with coarse salt. Season it well and rub it in. We let it rest for a few hours, and while our meat is resting we prepare our stove. We need enough duck fat to cover the meat completely, so we start by melting off the trimmings that we have. It is a slow process, but it is worth it. Our meat is ready for cooking, so we take it out of the plastic wrap and we pat it dry. The trimmings that we get are an amazing snack. They are crisp and simply delicious. They just need a bit of salt. We add the duck meat to the pot and we will cook it low and slow for roughly 4 hours. In the meantime, we dice up the potatoes. We use freshly harvested potatoes. Even if they don't look extraordinary after roasting, they taste much better. We continue by slicing the peaches. We cut the plums and the lemon in half. We finally chop some fresh parsley. We will infuse the meat with some garlic. It will not burn because it is simmering low and slow. We add some duck fat to a hot cast iron pan and we sear the potatoes. The meat is almost done. It is tender as butter, but it needs some color. We season the potatoes with salt and ground pepper. We want them to be soft in the middle and crispy on the outside. The potatoes and the duck are ready. They have a nice golden color. We can't wait to dig in. We continue by making some caramelized plums and peaches for our meat. In a hot cast iron pan we add the plums, followed by a small amount of water. We let it simmer for a few minutes and we add the peaches. We sear them for 2 minutes so they release their sugar and we get some nice delicious caramelized fruits. If your fruit doesn't have a good sugar content, then add some sugar. We finish the fruits with a squeeze of lemon. So everything is ready. We have cooked duck in many ways and this old technique gives the best results. You can't do any mistakes. Just be sure to cook it low and slow for at least 4 hours and you will get the most tender and juicy meat you ever tasted. To bring out the flavor of this amazing duck, we pair it with the seared fruits, the blueberry marmalade, and the roasted potatoes. It is an amazing combination. The distinct taste of the forest fruits, peaches, and the perfectly cooked duck will bring an explosion of flavor in your mouth. The skin is golden and caramelized. It is simply exceptional. You can store this duck confit just by letting it chill so the fat solidifies, but be sure that it covers the meat completely. It can be stored for weeks in a cold place. Give it a try and let us know what you think. It's getting pretty late, almost 3 a.m., so it's time to rest for our next day's awesome adventure. After a good night's sleep, we visit an amazing natural reserve which is not known to many, called Varghis Gorge. This gorge is unique because of the rich fauna and flora and traces of prehistoric settlements. On its 4 kilometers we come across mountainsides, caves, steep ridges from which natural spring waters erupt. Varghis Gorge represents one of the most picturesque and interesting limestone carved gorges in Romania. The waters of Varghis River spring from Varghis volcanic crater in Harghita Mountains and carve their way through the limestones from the northeastern zone of Persine Mountains. So let's dive in and start exploring this amazing place. The flora and fauna in Varghis Gorge is very rich and diverse. Here can be found more than 40 species of endangered plants and even 16 species of endemic plants which can't be found anywhere else. This place is perfect even for families with children interested in hiking and admiring the view. The main trail goes alongside the river, crossing the gorge from end to end, offering adventurous climbs, suspended wooden bridges, caves, and an amazing views of the cliffs. Here's a peek on what you can expect from the trail. Varghis Gorge is one of the most impressive karst conservation areas in Romania. Here can be found roughly 122 caves. The most important is certainly the Merești Great Cave, one of the longest caves in eastern Carpathians, totaling 1500 meters of galleries. From 30 bat species found in Romania, here can be found 17. This cave is known for catching the interest of tourists in the past century, despite of difficult access to it. Many caves in this gorge are not explored still to this day. The caves are mesmerizing in their nature. Beautiful galleries with intricate shapes leave you speechless. It is like you enter in an alien world. The temperature drops to 3 to 5 degrees Celsius and the humidity goes up to almost 100%. Let's just say it's not the world we are used to live in. We couldn't explore everything that we wanted because it was pretty late and we had to return to our camp. But check out these amazing shots that we have got and don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. See you on the next one.